You see, people, you gotta see that. I'm sorry, just let me move a bit forward. Turn on my soaps. Soaps, as in, I mean, Wonder Chosen, the show for kids. Not really. It's a very inappropriate show. Kids should not watch it, ever, by any circumstance. Let's see. Here it is. Here is the show, Wonder Chosen. I'm going to be watching as you watch me eat. So as I was saying, when I eat, at the moment, I'm eating a coconut cake. The frosting has little coconut bits in it. It's quite delicious. I'm sorry. I want to eat. And, anyways, when I eat the foods, the 5 food groups, you say, we have the food groups of, cake, candy, bread, ice cream, and the final food group of goo. You see, we all eat a fair amount of our own goo. By goo, I do mean semen. You all know you eat your goo. Don't deny your goo. Excuse me. As I was saying, as you eat these 5 food groups, you tend to stick to one. So, I say, we all eat these food groups, including goo, but it may be very, very, very minute. We all have eaten our own goo at some point or another. But whatever group you have most is your food. I forgot. There's a 6th pyramid scheme. Pyramid layer to this food group pyramid. The final layer is pizza, because pizza is so good. You see, when I eat pizza, I won't go into that. You see, when I eat, I tend to become a fat man. You see, this cake, this sugary, what is it called? This frosting? We call this frosting. Is it called frosting? Is it what it's called? Is it called frosting? Is this correct? Well, see, it's exquisite. It's exquisite, the frosting. Yes. Especially with the coconut chunks. As I was saying, let me try that again. As I was saying, I tend to become a fat man when I eat lots of food. You see, that's all of the cake. That there builds up in my heart, feeling the cake spire until it's too big and causes what they call a heart topple, where your heart actually topples back and forth. It's incredibly painful, and cake is the main offender of heart topples. You don't want to have topples. See, I also have some bread. I very much like bread. It's another one of my favorite food groups. You see, as I said, the food groups of cake, bread, candy, ice cream, goo, and pizza. Those are the food groups. Of course, my very favorite is the pizzas. That food group is exponentially bigger than any other food group for me. I like bread. One of the reasons I very much like pizza is it has all the good things of pizza, like cheese and such, but then you also get bread with the crust. So bread, I suppose, should be considered it's the winner, because it only contributes to another one of my favorite food groups. However, pizza just is pizza. Bread can't compete with pizza. Bread is its creator, but it can't even compete with its creation. You see what I'm saying? Bread is so good, but its creation is better than it. A little bit of a, see what I'm saying? It's a Frankenstein. If you remember in the book Frankenstein, he builds the monster to have a companion for his foot races. He needs training in the foot races, Dr. Frankenstein. So he builds the monster and practices his foot races against the monster. I'm sure you'll remember this. He needs him to practice for track and field. So he builds the monster to run with, to compete, someone to always compete with him. And so his creation is better than he could ever be. So the man, Frankenstein, in the end kills himself. If you all remember that. Excuse me. You see, Dr. Frankenstein was a genius because he created this incredible monster, but it was too much. It surpassed him. If you remember in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, what I've just explained, where he foot races the monster and never wins, and he never can. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Bread. Bread. Okay, bread.